Let's talk on health, and it's our first story. Cardiovascular or cerebrovascular accident, also known as stroke, continues to top the first 10 cases of death at the Eastern Regional Hospital in Koforidua. In 2015 alone, 163 persons died from stroke at the facility, representing some 12.6% of total deaths. A total of 181 deaths also caused by stroke were also recorded in 2016, and this represented 1.2% of total mortalities. And in 2017, however, the number increased to 201 deaths, representing 13.3% deaths. Correspondent Max Okudeko has more in this report.
HIV/AIDS, pneumonia, other heart disease, among others, are the major causes of death respectively at the regional hospital. Records at the facility indicates that cerebrovascular accidents, popularly referred to as stroke, recorded the highest cause of death in 2016 and increased by 10% in 2017. This trend of death has been attributed to non-adherence to medication by individuals known to have hypertension and diabetes and others who are unaware of their medical condition. Medical Director of the Eastern Regional Hospital, Dr. Kwame Enin-Boama, made the disclosure at the Open Day celebration and commissioning of an oxygen plant and other infrastructure at the hospital. Dr. Boama is urging Ghanaians to take their healthcare issues serious.
Strokes continue to record or to be the highest cause of death in 2016 and 2017. We are encouraging everyone to test and to know your status, and if you are positive, to be on treatment. Currently, there are a lot of patients on HIV treatment and they are doing very well. So HIV is not a death sentence. It is a disease that can be managed just like hypertension or diabetes.
Eastern Regional Minister Eric Kwachi-Darfour was impressed about the accelerated development of infrastructure at the hospital. He tasked Ghanaians to be conscious about their diet and exercise frequently.
The facilities we have inspected today and have commissioned demonstrate the commitment of management and staff of this hospital to partner with government in the delivery of quality health systems in the region. Whilst I commend them for their effort in using their internally generated funds to procure these facilities, I also wish to state that government will not renege on its commitment towards the health needs of the people in the region.
During an open forum, some residents questioned the quality of service provided by the regional hospital and free maternal care.
The Energy Workers Association of the Volta River Authority has suspended an intended sit-down strike action scheduled to come off this week. Members of the association last week threatened an industrial action over the deduction of some 2% of their salary by VRA management as dues. The deduction, according to the union, is rather paid to the Public Service Workers Union instead of the Energy Workers Association. The association is unhappy about development, hence the intended strike action. Kwame Yanka now reports.
The workers have been battling management of VRA, Labour Commission, Energy Ministry, among others, over the deduction for years. This, however, did not yield any fruit until they threatened to embark on a sit-down strike this week, which would have affected power production. Following the threat, VRA, related ministries and other stakeholders will sign a memorandum of understanding with the workers on Monday. Reverend Edward Zente is the secretary of EWA.
It says that we should represent our resignation letters to the VRA HR and then do an online voting to our HR, and they'll pick it from there. They've given us 2 weeks to be able to do this. We're also waiting for VRA to put up their notice so that we can start from there. Meanwhile, on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, we're going to have a meeting to calm down our people. Already we've told them to calm down. We want to reassure them and read the memorandum of understanding to them so that we'll chart a peaceful path. It is agreed that our monies will be paid to us. So that is where we are currently.
Reverend Zenti explained to JoyNews how the dues paid to EWA will improve the welfare of its members.
We agree that every union is unique, depending upon their reasons, and then it gives that uniqueness. We think we are in-house, and all our dues will come to us, and from those dues, which is 2% of our salaries. So let me say 1% for welfare, 1% for dues to the former administration, which is PSW. This time, all will come to us. And we have a grasp of that, so we can do things better. In addition, our welfare is very, very important. We will review our welfare entitlements to our people. But I think we shall do better because all our monies will be coming down to us here, and we can manage better in-house than somebody taking our monies and we don't see the person after every 2 years.
The workers are expected to meet on Tuesday to discuss the way forward for the association at Akosombo. Kwame Yanke's report for JoyNews.
The Ghana Police Service, though mandated with the task of maintaining law and order, is one of the most deprived public institutions in Ghana. It is faced with the lack of logistics, accommodation, and officers working in unfavorable conditions. This has impeded effective policing in the country. Volta Regional Correspondent Fred Kwame tells the story of the Hokwe District Police Command, which has embarked on a fundraising campaign to undertake projects to warrant efficient policing in the area.
The Hokwe District Command is housed in a rented structure, which apparently is over 50 years old. It accommodates about 5 administrative offices, including the commanders and staff offices. The Hokwe District Police Commander, Superintendent Stephen Buedu, laments the state of the office structure.
We currently is a rental quarters. This very place of rental quarters. And I think Hokwe has been in the system for long. It doesn't speak well that police headquarters structure is a chamber or rental quarters. It doesn't defeat the status of Hokwe.
The command is also understaffed and lacks the requisite logistics for effective policing. Superintendent Buedu is optimistic crime rates in the district would drastically reduce if the district is furnished with enough logistics and human resources.
Yes, we can do more. We can do better than we are doing. And I think the recent regional.
Imagine motor insurance holders having to present no police report when making claims for loss or damages. And that is what Vanguard Assurance is offering clients as it introduces digital insurance system. It's a modern way of insurance to satisfy clients through automated rapid response strategy. Management says the innovation will enhance client-insurance relationship. Nana Sensu Mensa has more in the next report.
Vanguard Assurance resolve to improve relations with clients led to the scrapping of police reports as requirement for claims payment.
Thank you very much, DSE.
The digital insurance system comes with automated tracker installed in vehicles to instantly signal the company in the event of accident. Dr. Gideon Agbenayo is Vice Chairman of Vanguard Assurance.
One of the challenges, critical challenges that the client faces is that there's a condition in the insurance contract that requires that when there's an accident, notify the insurance company. That can be a challenge because there's an accident, and just like we heard this morning when that renowned artist died, a lot of things went wrong. when are they going to have time? Who is even thinking of notifying an insurance company around this time? But there's a time period in which if you don't do this, it means therefore that you have not fulfilled the conditions. Just like anything at all we buy in Ghana, there's terms and conditions. And so that has actually made people think that this is not a good way of insuring. But that's a practice in insurance all over the world. So Vanguard is saying that no, we understand our people well. Our people want to insure, but this condition.
And away from insurance, African dresses are noted for their extraordinary style, uniqueness, and sometimes flamboyance. They come in timeless pieces, which make them easy to wear for every occasion all year round. A major feature of African wear, whether for females or males, is embroidery, which is fabric decoration with thread or yarns, manually or by machines. Lava firms Mona Lisa Frimpong and Barakiso Mohammed explore growing trends of the arts in Ghanaian fashion design, known in local parlance as Joromi.
Samuel Eshen, also known as Frenchman, will soon perform knocking rights for his fiancée. He's due to collect his cloth from Muntala Mohammed's embroidery shop. Samuel prefers Joromi design to an undecorated piece.
African symbol.
Joromi is a symbol of Africa, and it has very beautiful patterns. When you wear it, you feel like an African.
The patterns of the Joromi are simply unique and attractive. It involves intricate patterns and lots of finger movements. It is this 29-year-old Muntala Mohammed plying his trade at Ejazongo, a suburb of Kumasi, has mastered.
One of Africa's oldest and most popular form of embroidery is Jolomi. And it comes in three types. You have the phoenix, the icon summer, and the zigzag. Now, the ones you normally see at big events, weddings, parties, and churches is the phoenix.
The phoenix style is differentiated from Ziggy Zaga, coined from the English word zigzag style, with its layered thread patterns, and icon zoma with moderate price. The JHS lever, after learning the three forms of patterns, chose the phoenix style due to its popularity. He charges from 15 cedis to 150 cedis, depending on the difficulty of the design.
In a day, I can finish up with 3 to 5 clothes.
Rukaya Seidu is a seamstress at Ejasi in Kumasi. She has been doing business with Muntala for 5 years. Her patrons are mostly university students. It's applied to Tamale and Yankpala campuses of the University of Development Studies and KNUST. We make it affordable so these students can purchase. Many Ghanaians find Joromi designs on their dresses as a perfect outfit and the fashion symbol fit for multi-purpose occasions. But market hasn't been so good for Rukaya this year. She hopes it wouldn't be the same for the rest of the year. Reporting for JoyNews, Mona Lisa Frimpong.
The Vice President, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, has once again expressed gratitude to Ghanaians for their prayers and support during the period he was unwell. He joined the International Central Gospel Church for Christian prayers on Sunday. Karin Dodu now reports.
Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, together with his wife Samira Bawumia and other officials of state, joined the Christ Temple of the International Central Gospel Church today to thank God for good health and life. This comes after the Vice President's medical leave in the United Kingdom after a short illness. Senior Minister Yawo Safo Mafo, Chief of Staff Fremo Oseo Pare, and Acting National Chairman of the NPP, Freddie Blay, were among the officials of state who accompanied the Vice President. Addressing the congregation, the Vice President acknowledged the prayers of Ghanaians for his health during his medical leave.
We really are one nation. We are really one people. And I was so moved by the prayers all across the country for me, all across the churches. It made really realize that with God all things are possible. With God all things are possible. And I'm so thankful to you for everything that you do.
He also called on Ghanaians to pray for public officials, especially the president.
And thank God for my successful healing. And also ask you to pray for my boss, the President of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Pray for him, the First Lady. Pray for our Chief of Staff and the government ministers. They all stood by me and prayed for me, just as you also prayed for me.